Now, all right, we all the way live now here on YouTube. All right, Barry Beige in the building. Will Stumbling 4-5. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we does. Ladies and gents, whores and pimps. You know who I am. You know what I do. If you're here for a reason. I'm going to get to it. This is that show. And I'm that nigga. This is the script. All right? This is not the Paul show. So if I say something, if any man says something, and your mind automatically goes to dick, young man, you got some splaining to do. All right? I ain't on no hotep shit. I don't got no outlandish allegations. And I still eat pork, nigga. Just do it in moderation. You dig? It's the script. I am your Dr. Andar Proctor. I'm the host with the most. Yeah, I know. This is OOBLZ at Instagram. Blaze Norris on Facebook. Blaze the God 3 on TikTok. And just plain old OOBLZ if you're cool. You hear me? Y'all tune in, man. We got an illustrious show laid out for you guys. We got a good show laid out. So y'all gotta get on in here, pile in here. Come on, get with it. It's about that time, man. Y'all stick with us here on the script, folks.
Greetings to you and yours. We want to welcome you to The Script. The Script. A place where you can learn how to get your game tight, but most importantly, get your mind right. Listen to Blaze as he lays out the map for you, helping you avoid the traps and the pitfalls of the everyday weenie. Giving the fellas a playbook on how to plan your next moves. And giving the ladies some secrets that the men don't want you to use. And now that you heard from me, Barry Beige, I want you to put the motherfucking hands together for the godfather of this motherfucker, your doctor and or proctor. Give it up for Bad Boy Blaze.
You already know what it is, Bad Boy Blaze.
See, how about Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. OOBLZ at Instagram. 00.
And I'll send it to you right now. Anybody else want to get on and participate, man? You feel like you got something to add? If you feel like you got something you want to contribute to the script, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jameson, I see you right there, brother. I'm going to pull you up in a second. Down to Burn. All right, I see you in there. Down to Burn, make sure you send me a message on Instagram. And I'll get you on over here. Come on down. Yeah, no. Where we at? Barry Beige in the building. So I'm talking about Will Stumbling 45. You already know. You already know, bro. Yeah, man. All my Instagrammers, man, y'all come on. Come on over to YouTube because we finna get jerking. We finna get jerking like Summer Savory Dave's barbecue chicken. You hear me? Yeah, man. Polo, top of it, man. You already know. Hey, listen, Polo, you need to check that early morning show, man, at 5 a.m. I did it for us, man. We got into it, man. Real smooth, like. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. A nigga said, a nigga Wilt shooting at me already, man. That's good. That's good looking out, Mr. Down the Burn. Down the Burn one, man. Send me that message on Instagram, bro. Let me double check again right now. I didn't get a message from you yet. When you send me a message, I'll be able to slide you on over, bro. See what we got here. Let's see what we got. I don't see it yet, man. You want to get in here, you got to shoot that so I can get you lined up. You know what I'm talking about? It's the script. Yeah. Hey, man, y'all tap in on my boy Will Stumbling 4-5. Check out his podcast, man. My boy doing his thing, man. Y'all get over there and check my boy out, man. Hey, Will Stumbling, man, put it down there, man, so I could tag it, man, so I can put it on the screen. Let me get you active. Let me get you active, Broham. Y'all stick with me, man. We're gonna run a commercial real quick right now. Let everybody slide on up in here. Down the Burn. Shit, you on your way. You are on your way. I'm finna send you the link right now. But you get on up in here too, man. So just follow the prompts and shit. Create your little profile. You ain't got to put no passwords or none of that. Just, get right to it. We'll slide the Real Chief in here too, in case he happen to be around and want to fuck with us. Real Chief is a solid dude. It's my bro. All right, y'all. Coming up, we're going to dive into it, man, right here on the script, man. You got Bad Boy Blaze. You got the residential host for R&R coming up. Real niggas ranting out here, man. So, y'all stick with us, man. We're going to get with it in a second.
$1 for a lap dance.
Yeah.
But only $1 for a cigarette.
That's another show. This is the script.
Oh, this is the script.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the script. That's another show there.
But script.
Hi guys, we just finished watching Blaze's new show, The Script. He's the most sexy, hilarious, funny, and handsome guy. So please support him and watch the show. And don't forget, shout out to myself.
Nothing about that. I'm from LA. I ain't been up in there. I ain't been up in there. But I'm the epitome of fly, man.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. God.
Z. Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. OOBLZ at Instagram.
Shout out to myself.
Yo.
Still on my grind, my nigga, business as usual. They say that life is a myth, well, my bitch is beautiful. I keep a couple of chicks, but that's not unusual. I get my bucks out of bitch, nothing unusual. I mean, I'm talking that shit that mostly a Jew. That's that currency language, I speak it fluent, bro. How many spanks on the last name faces with Mr. on the front? All you rap cats basic, let's face it. I'm on a list of non-replacements, that blaze shit. I aim for the top, never complacent, that J shit. All right, we finna clip the Instagram, man. I gotta get to work, folks. We gotta get to works. DeAndre Moss. What up with you, bro? Slide on over to YouTube, man. I got it pinned down at the bottom. Slide over to the YouTube. Come in here and get on with us, man. We finna get pop locking. All right. The comment is pinned. The link is pinned down at the bottom. YouTube, Blaze the God. That's BlazeThagod. All right, let's do it. Let me cut these Instagrammers, man. These Instagrammers, man, you're cutting into your motherfucking time, nigga. And you's a waste of my motherfucking time, nigga. You know? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man.
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hold on, man. We get to it. Let's get this goddamn. Let's get this camera cracking, man. This thing stay locked on my fly. You heard me? All right, let's do it like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know the timekeeper. El Casino. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to a real G. Shout out to a real G, man. El Casino the G, man. If y'all don't fuck with him, get out of here because you're retarded. You understand me? You're retarded. Will Sterling, crazy the motherfucker. Man, let's bring in a couple of my panelists here, man. Let's get a real nigga in here ranting, man. Jameson, what up with you, Brody?
Oh, man, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, Blaze, man?
Oh, man, you already know, man. Slow motion is better than no motion. You hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, down to burn. Yeah, man, we know you. Hey, you look like you burning right now, bro. You look like you in the burning station right now. But look, that's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get this straightened out here, man. Yeah, man. We getting into it today, fellas. We gotta look out for each other, man. And I know that's not real hard when it comes to men because as men, you know, that's a natural thing for us. We don't have no problem keeping it real with each other. You know what I'm saying? For example, God damn it, let me get this. Yeah, for example, if Jameson got a real woman over there, real live one. I'm talking about one that really got his back, really supporting him, really doing his thing. And I know I'm finna go do some bullshit. You know, a real man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro, you better get your ass home, man. You got a good one. You don't need to go do this fucking around, this bullshit I'm finna go do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go hang with some hookers and hoodies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go home, man. You got a real one. Men don't have a problem saying that. Women, on the other hand, they lie like a motherfucker. They stress the fuck out. They're in terrible positions. You know, choices that they made in life is kicking their ass. And a younger woman would say, you know, you look good with that independent shit. I'm thinking I want to be independent too. You know, what do you think about that? The older woman will look her right in the face and say, girl, you got to do what you got to do. Girl, these niggas ain't shit. You got to have it. You got to get out here and get it, girl. You got to make these niggas, you got to make them see your value. Blow all this bullshit smoke up her ass. And guess what? You're going to have another lost woman out here with a house full of cats and a bunch of numbers that don't mean shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean shit. You know, and that's crazy. That's crazy, man. What y'all think about that?
I'll let the brother go ahead. He can go. You can speak first.
Oh, so courteous, bro. I appreciate that. I mean, you know me, man. I done seen a lot, man. I mean, you know, it's some out here that's gonna keep it 1,000, but you know, it's like with the men, man. It's few and far between. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very few and far between, man. I mean, you know, it's just you know, I don't necessarily think that women are altogether good friends to each other a lot of times, but that's, like I said, the same can be said about men. You know what I mean? I might meet a real nigga once every 1,000 niggas, man. I don't really see real niggas like that.
Yeah, but you know what? It don't necessarily take a real nigga to shoot straight. You know what I'm saying? I think generally speaking, men are just straight. Like I know some niggas that's just regular niggas. I'm talking about square as a pool table, but it give it to you raw. Like, nah, bro, I'm going over here to do some bullshit, or this ain't cool, or I'm not happy with where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a homeboy now, and I kind of tease him because I'm probably the homeboy that be like, I'm probably finna go get into some bullshit. But he's such a Dudley do-right, like, but he a straight shooter. Like he one of them guys, he put me on my shit. Every time I'm not on my shit, he don't pull no punches with me. He let me know exactly where I'm fucking up at and how I'm fucking up at. And with the way, at least with the way he delivered it to me, I can respect it. But I'm also an open-minded individual if you trying to help me or if I deem it's help.
Right. That's what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So generally speaking, man, men be straight up and down with they shit, man, like a push-up. Ain't no corner cutting. Nigga ain't trying to fake himself. I just got off the phone with one of my big homies right now, man, not too long ago. And he on the job right now. He telling me all about that bullshit job, but he gonna get his ass up 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and go get it. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna tell it like it is. Look, man, shit, I gotta eat, so I'm finna go get this. And I respect that. You know, women so full of shit that they try to make it look all sweet and peaches and cream, and you know, they try to make shit look like sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it don't work like that.
I'm gonna give you an experience I just had. So I'm at work, and there's this older black chick. And when I say she swear business, like she swear business, and it was this younger black chick that was at work. So I'm shooting my shot at the young one, and the old one, you know what I'm saying? She a little bit older than me, but we around the same age. She really didn't throw no hate, because usually you would think that they would be like, well, I'm around your age, why you not shooting your shot at me? But she didn't throw no hate. She actually pulled the young girl to the side and was like, you know what? You missing a good man if you don't mess with him.
That's good shit.
So, yeah, but she is an older black woman though, so maybe that got something to do with it.
Yeah. Sometimes, and some women, man, and these are the ones that I would say is far few and in between. You got some women that really don't want to see another woman go through the trenches. You got some women that'll say, you know what, girl, I did that bullshit. I was wrong. I took that route. It didn't lead me to the promised land. You got action. You know, one of my buddies told me about this broad he was dealing with. You know, her mama wasn't perfect. Her grandmama wasn't perfect. None of the women in her family was perfect. But the one he was messing with, which is a daughter, she obviously wasn't perfect either, but she wanted to work at it, and he willing to work at it with her. So he's like, man, the mama loved me. The grandmama loved me. I said, yeah, I bet they do. Because they done fucked up already, and they can see you, and they can see that younger woman who have an opportunity to right some of the wrongs that they did. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the way they got to stay on it, man. They got to stay honest with each other, stay giving good game to these women, because that's what's going to bring the relationships closer together. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's exactly what she was doing. But with the younger chick, you know, one thing I would say that kind of made me bag up off of it was the like I don't know if most men, you know, I'm 40, so once you get a certain age and you get a young chick on your bumper, we kind of look over the words, and one of her words was that kind of threw me, and her speech was, I'm slick and I'm toxic.
Right.
Them was the two, you know what I'm saying? The old me I wouldn't even heard that shit.
Right.
Like if I send you a picture of her, you'd be like, oh, but I wouldn't even heard that shit. But I'm not really on that which I can be. I am on that fucking move on, but I'm trying to build now because I'm getting older and I'm right on the cusp of getting how I want to get financially.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, as men, it's a little bit different for us, man. You know, and what I mean by that is the older we get, the better we get. You know what I'm saying? As time go, a man doesn't really reach his financial potential or some of his financial goals until 40s, 50s. You know what I mean? Whereas a woman, all of her success happens early. She ripe, she young, she fresh, she youthful, creamy skin, energetic. All of those things are when they're young. You know what I mean? So as a man, if you don't have it all today, it's okay. You got tomorrow. I wouldn't say the same thing that I say to my son that I would say to a daughter. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to tell my daughter, baby, listen, you want to get you a good one? You want to get him early, and you want to get settled down and locked down right from the gate. Now, my son, I'm going to tell my son, look here, Junior, you get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? You get your business together. You get it cracking because women are dream killers. Women are dream killers. If you don't meet a woman when you already established in whatever direction you going, it's just going to be some old bullshit hobby you got. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't established, your woman going to be like, I don't know what he doing, girl. He probably out there bullshitting in the garage with Jameson somewhere. Girl, he fucking with a microphone, some piece of shit camera. I don't know what them niggas doing. I don't know. But when you already established, so when I meet a woman now, you think she gonna say, oh, that's Blaze. He fucking around with his cameras and his glasses and suit. Hell no. She said, look, girl, that's bad boy Blaze. Shout out to himself. How lucky of me to bag that motherfucker, girl. You get up out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Can I ask you two guys a question?
Absolutely.
Like when I'm trying to, and when I say I'm on the cusp of getting where I need to get financially, I'm on the cusp. But I kind of feel like this right here. If I don't find, or better yet, is my question, do you find a woman while you on your way, or do you find a woman once you get to there? Because I kind of feel jaded, because once I get there, all y'all gonna be a situation. What works best for me in this situation? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Once I get to the top, am I actually gonna be looking for love or even a stable situation? So my question is, what do you think? Do you think it's better to try to find and build on your way up, or do you try to find and build once you get established?
I say, do what you're doing, and if love wraps her hands around your heart in the process, thank you. If not, guess what? It's okay, because women and love, sex, all that is transactional anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if you got one, fortunately, if you're fortunate enough to have one that ride up the elevator with you, then you're doing all right. If not, then you treat them like you treat everything else you pay for. You know what I'm saying? You own that. That's yours. You know what I mean? So I got this saying, and this saying goes like this. Once I pay you more than you pay me, then you become like everything else I own. A car, a truck, pair of shoes. And what I mean by that is some women, all they are is money.
Mm-hmm.
Is a means to get to the next space. So some women will contribute to you financially. Some women will contribute to you. They'll support to you showing up. They'll sell tickets to your show, blah, blah, blah. But once I give you more than you giving me, meaning if she helped, let's say she bought some of my camera equipment. Let's say she bought one of these suits. Let's say she helped dress me. That's still an awesome woman. I love it. I appreciate the help and support. But that's finances. I can get that from one of y'all. One of y'all can invest in me and say, hey, bro, you look like you're doing good. I don't mind putting a couple of bucks up. I can't do that. As long as I can get some money out of it and make a little something, I fuck with you, Blaze. You know what I'm saying? I can get that from a man. So when a woman, if that's all she is, then that's all she'll be. So if it's a number to a woman, then that's how I'm going to treat her. once I get all the way up, yeah, baby, you spent about 10,000 on this equipment. Does 20 grand sound good to you, sweetie? You know what I'm saying? And once I pay you more than you paid me, you become like everything else I own. I own you at that point. You know what I'm saying? And for any ladies that's listening, I don't just want to give the downside. I want to give the plus side. So if it's any woman that's listening, how you circumvent that is, this is something that money can't buy right here is you giving 100% to that man. So as a woman, if you give 100% to me, there's no amount of money that I could make to ever pay you double for that. That's for life. You understand what I'm saying? So if she gave me 100% and I'm worth 100 million tomorrow, I can't put a number on that. Her giving me that 100% had a lot to do with me getting to where I'm going, getting to where I've made it. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what happens, she got a spot in the castle and it's going to be next to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just got to play ball, man. And the way things are going these days, women today, man, these modern women don't really care about traditional roles. They don't really, these women are going against the natural order of things. So when you're dealing with a woman, when you're dealing with a person, period, who goes against the natural order of things, that's a dangerous person. You know what I'm saying? You know, when a person don't really care how it's supposed to be, they're more concerned on how they want to make it tailored to themselves. That's a dangerous person.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can say much after that, Blaze. You know what I mean? I'm trying to agree with the whole thing. But I mean, at the same time, it's just, you know, you got to stay down to come up, man.
Yeah, straight up.
It's definitely, you know, now you're not gonna be able to tell whether the person is with you and get up. You feel me? You know, me and Blaze was, you know, able to touch on this a little bit a couple days ago, but it's just, you know, for me personally, I would like to catch what I'm trying to catch, you know, while I'm on my way up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if she's smart, she'll invest everything she got while it's, you know, like while I'm at my lowest. You feel me? It is just like, you know, you invest right now while I'm on the come up, then you'll have some, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, you'll have something to draw from later, man. But if you get in while I'm up, you're gonna have to pay a lot more. And it's gonna be a lot more than money that's gonna keep you in the dough. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, a lot of people ain't willing to do all that, man. You know, I'll take all this off, all this glitter and glam. I'll take that off and play the go herder so I can see where you at for real. And you know, I won't tell you nothing. You know, I'll just let you play your cards. And if you shoot me straight and you come out with some bullshit, then that's where I'm gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? But come on, win. You come on in and win, and you know, do what you're supposed to do to get in. Then, you know, I'm inclined to hear what you have to say. But you know, it take a little to get a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll invest. I'll give a young lady what it takes. You know, some clues to do. You know what I'm saying? Some antidotes and things like that, and see what she do with it. And if she maximize that and do what I'm asking her to do with just a little bit, then I might be willing to bring it to the next level. But it's so many levels, bro. It's so many levels. So hard to tell whether you never know whether you really know a person, man. Be down 10 years and find out something later on that she did or, you know, she about to do. And it's just, you know, everything can get dropped. I don't care how long you've been around. You can get dropped. But, you know, like I said, man, it's just, it's best for you ladies to get in, you know, while you on the way up, because like I said, once you get to a certain point, you know, like Blaze saying, bro, our value goes up as we get older because, you know, our value is based on our skill set and what we can do, and you learn more as you go. But with women, it's beauty driven, you know. It's like a lot of it has got to do with looks and how much you can listen and how well you can follow instruction. And if you can, you know what I'm saying, play your part, you know what I mean? If I can give you a task and you can handle that, then I might give you another one. But like I said, man, for the most part, though, to answer your question, bro, it's best if you get in while they on the come up, you know what I mean? Because you know that she fucking with you for who you are. And, you know, once you get to a certain point, bro, everybody on your balls, everybody tell you want to hear.
Not even so much as getting on the come up, right? It's really more about when you do come in, come in wholeheartedly. Come in with 100% pure intentions, whether I'm up, in the middle, or all the way down. That weight never changes right there. You know what I'm saying? You always got stake with me when I know you for real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever level I'm at, you always got stake. You know what I mean?
But how can you tell? How can you tell when you up, and everybody you meet from this point is telling you how great you are? They know about the show. Either they know or they acting like they don't know. And it's like, how can you tell? Can you fake genuine? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are. It's people that can. You know, if the bag is right, they feel like, hey man, this dude is worth 100,000, 200,000, 2 million. He got 2 million subscribers, et cetera, et cetera. I'm about to play the role with this nigga for 2 years, and if I get a baby out in the middle, you know what I mean? Then I'm cash. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And
I think when it comes to that, them signs show themselves. But this how I'm a talking code and try to break it down. And if you know, you know, and if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't.
Copy that.
all right.
This how I know I needed this conversation, man. I watch you on Craig Facts. We didn't even call in, Blake. I didn't even call in, and we didn't have conversations on the Craig Facts show. So I'm very familiar with how solid of a person you are. This how I know. And when you popped up, and you were saying what you were saying just before you got on YouTube, I'm like, I probably need this conversation. And what my man just said about people, how can I put this? I took it on myself to grow some tomatoes one time, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
These tomatoes turned out to be very, very good, if you catch my drift.
Right.
So I'm sitting with these tomatoes, and some say, you know what? Won't you sell some of these tomatoes since you took the time to grow them? Right. I sell these tomatoes, and it go over like gangbusters. It take me from a have not to a degree of a have got, if you get my drift.
Yes, sir.
So the situation I was in made me stop growing these tomatoes. Now I'm back in a healthier situation. My first situation, I didn't control the household. My first baby mama controlled the household. So now when you growing tomatoes and everybody don't want you to grow these tomatoes, even though these tomatoes are helping you,
right?
They try to use the fact that you're not supposed to be growing tomatoes, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I first grew these tomatoes, nobody invested in me. And once I started reaping the reward of these tomatoes, everybody was like, damn, we didn't think it would work. And I kept what I was doing quiet. I only told the select few. And what hurt me about the select few I told, these were people that I would think that would invest in me. So here come the invest part. The first time I grew these tomatoes, I didn't know what I was doing. I just went out on a hope and a prayer, and that shit turned out to be great. This time I really invested. I put money. I put the research behind. I figured if I was able to grow tomatoes one way with the bare minimums and no research, just going off of what I thought I know, I figured if I went down the rabbit hole this time and actually did the research. So now I'm back in the process of growing tomatoes. So the tomatoes I got now shocked the same people that I told in the beginning. They like, you back at it. But this time I got a bigger and better everything. Yeah. So I need one more thing. I need like 2 more things to make my tomato operation or setup legit and bigger.
Right.
Even though I got a proven blueprint, the people that and I guess it's more of a want than need, but the people that I really need, or the people that I really want in my life, and this ain't got nothing to do with a woman. These just these family members and homeboys.
Right.
I got a proven track record, Blaze. When I say a proven track record, like if I was to show you behind the scenes what I'm doing, it'll knock your socks off, bro. You'd be like, what the fuck? But I can't get nobody to invest. And now I'm at this stage where I can look down at my tomatoes and be like, oh my God, this shit is finna knock the... When I get there, And I know I'm gonna get there again because I already did it. This is my second run at these tomatoes. What do I do about the people that's gonna come around? Because I know now that they see where it's at now, I get everybody saying, well, oh man, I help you do this, I help you do that. But I'm jaded in the inside now because I didn't have to do all this shit by myself to the point that I'm at now. And now that you see it's better than the last set of tomatoes, it's a more controlled environment than the last set of tomatoes. And we all counting up we all doing the math because most of the guys
you got stuck right there.
To get to what we need to get. Now that I'm the one that really took the initiative to be like, bro, I'm not sitting down with nobody. I'm not paying no more numbers. If I can't do it this way, I don't even want to do it. I just stick to working. Now that my tomatoes are at the place that they are now, I got so many people trying to get in that I'm jaded. So you guys don't know. I'm quite sure now you know what I'm talking about. But you're not involved in the situation. So my question to you, or to the both of you guys, what do I do now that I'm almost complete everything I need? I really don't need nobody.
I'll tell you what, man, that's a very, very easy question, and it's gonna be a very easy answer.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, do what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know, when it comes to doing your business, man, you know, it's the business people, which you obviously are, and then there's other agricultural specialists that could possibly be around to help. But if they not getting down when you get down, then they gotta be customers. Period. You know what I'm saying? They customers.
But you know what? I'm one of them guys, man. I don't like to lead nobody back. Like one of my guys, the guy I tell you that's the Dudley Do Right. The only reason he don't want to mess with it is because he's such a Dudley Do Right. But now even he want to get in, and he one of the people that keep me level to the point. I just feel like I feel like I shouldn't have to do it for you. Like if I led you to water the first time, I shouldn't have to lead you back to water the second time, man. Right. That's like the only thing that hurt about the situation. Like, bro, y'all know I'm right. Everybody keep telling me I'm right. And when I first started the second time, I couldn't get nobody to invest. Now everybody want to invest, and man, I'm so jaded right now.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead, Blaze. I'm sorry.
No, you hold on. Let's give them. Let me get 1 second. Let's take a quick break, real quick, man. Let them get a little breather, real quick, and we'll get right back with Jameson's response to Burn One.
No more wait. The time is here. Every day we see poverty, despair, and overall fuck shit. But one man has stepped up to the plate, and through his shades he sees health, education, and wealth. He is not here to fiddle nor to faddle, not to dilly nor to daddle. He has arrived to stand stock down in this mud with you, until this mess in our community is purged, washed, and rinsed. It is 5 a.m. and 2024 is right around the corner. And will you rise to the occasion? Will you rise before the sun? And will you stand at 5 a.m. with Bad Boy Blaze, ready to get shit done? Blaze for President 2024.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. This is Bad Boy Blaze, and you're on the script. All right. We're demonetized here on YouTube, man. We talking too much good game for them. So everybody who contribute to the show, I appreciate y'all, man. I love and respect it. Also, if you get anything from what we're doing here,
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, ooh, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo.
yeah. All right. So we was talking about agricultural science here. We got a tomato grower.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if my what's the name still on.
Yeah, you good to go, bro. Jameson, what you think, man? He got it going now. We got some bandwagoners. How should he deal with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I ain't even the type to squat on nobody. Shout out to the, square. But yeah, you being in something like that, man, you might want to just kind of kill. Do what you doing.
It's kind of going in and out.
Can you hear me? Blaze.
Yeah, I got you. You're loud and clear over here.
All right, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, man. I like Sancho Saucy and tell you, man, do me a favor and don't do me no favors, man. I don't want help now that I'm at a certain point, man. Keep it exclusive and only those who elusive. Because Square, he gonna will everything, go, the wrong way. I mean, and everybody want to give it to you now because they see you doing something, but you don't need them no more. So keep pushing the way you've been pushing, man. And like I said, man, you gotta stay them up. So if anybody was rocking, from the beginning, let's rock with them. And then whoever else kind of come in left, you're gonna have to come correct on up, etc. But I'll keep it the way, bro. I wouldn't touch nobody's money with a 10-foot pole, man, because you're trying to drop it into you now because they see it's gonna be a return. But at this point, it's kind of too late. You feel me?
That's exactly. You know what the funny thing about it? The only person is not one of those things that I can tell or talk to too many people about without having to use the word tomatoes and talk X, Y, and Z. But that was the only thing that got me thinking the way I was thinking, because I'm like, well, if we all was supposed to be in this together, like this ain't the first time I done came up with something. I had I was trying to get a car lot. I don't know if you remember, Blaze. One time I called in the Credit Facts. I was talking about the car lot, and I couldn't get nobody to see my vision, even though, again, it was approved. And I tried to do it by myself, but I needed to do it by myself to do it by myself. I needed like $12,000. So what I did was I came up with 5 by myself.
Right.
Granted, I had just had my 2-year-old and I had just separated from my first baby mother. So that was 2 households, and that's not even counting the little chicks I was tricking off on too, I'll be honest. So I had like $5,000, and I went to some of the same people again, and I couldn't get no help. So it's just like in this situation, I already knew the answer, but I wanted to hear from some people, I guess, that didn't have nothing to do. Like, y'all don't know the people involved. So it got to be a genuine answer because you really don't know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that
was what I like to stay when it comes to stuff like this is funny too, because I got a situation going myself right now in my personal life, and I basically got the same question for myself. You know what I'm saying? Do I stay down? Because the people that I want around me, I want them around me. You know what I'm saying? I really want them to be there.
Me too.
I got a few discrepancies. You know what I'm saying? I hold a few things personal too, like you said. I feel some kind of way because y'all should already know what it is with me. Y'all should already know. But I'm gonna tell you like this. all that other thinking about they wasn't there then, they there now, they ignored you, blah, blah, blah. That's all emotional, bro. Let me tell you what you should stay focused on. What you should stay focused on is your bottom line. Whatever your bottom line is, that's what you stick to. So if your bottom line is being as having the biggest tomato farm in the world, then whatever you got to do to make sure that you got the biggest tomato farm in the world, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? So even though the guy across the street was hating on you at first, and now he want to join a, hey, listen, man, if what he doing doesn't hurt your plight, but that's the opposite, if it's help and you still can use it and it gets you closer to your bottom line, do it. Because then you got a double positive. You actually got the biggest tomato farm in the world, and you got some people that you love and care about next to you while you're doing it. You know what I mean?
That was my biggest goal. Like the guy I'm telling you about, like, man, when I was at my lowest, my first kid mother, she had put me out one time, and I'm in the Midwest, man. She had put me out in the wintertime. And all I had was my car. That's why I got so into these cars. The only thing I had was my car and my pit bull. That was the only two things I had. I showed up at my man's house unannounced. He looked at me, and before I could ask, he was like, man, go get your stuff out the car. So this is the love that he showed me. So I really want him to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that hurt the most.
Well, like, now, I'm not to cut you off, bro. I mean, you know, and I'm not, Blaze, you are completely correct. I would just say, like I said, man, you want the people that you want around you because you trust them, et cetera, et cetera. But all these Johnny come everything else, and even with those people that were reluctant to come in at first, you gotta lock in with the contract game. You gotta get that together, bro. You gotta take all money, good money. And a nigga give you their last little $1,000 and feel like you owe them everything because they didn't gave you their last little $1,000 and feel like you're supposed to get half of what you getting in. You have to be clear about what you give, what you taking, and what they getting in return for their investment. Because if you don't make that clear off the rip, then you're gonna run into problems, and especially with the people that you love and care about, because they don't feel like you know my situation, you know I didn't have much, you know this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So get your contract game up, your NDA game up, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, non-disclosure agreement, and you got to talk to you know, like to get what's the notaries, etc. You know, get your game together with that part before you start accepting things from other people that you don't know, and especially the people you do, because you're gonna run into a problem with that later on, bro. Like I said, all money ain't good money, man. I'm not.
Now watch this. This is what's gonna blow y'all even more. To be honest with you, I got this shit so sold up. I'm $300 away. That's what make me mad about the situation. I ain't told nobody how much. My thing is, I ain't told nobody how much I need. I just been throwing the little hints out there. So when I was throwing the hints out there, I couldn't get nobody. I showed some pictures of the tomatoes. Now everybody, one of the guys cashed out me. This is how I knew I was on to something. He cashed out me like $100 out the blue. But this is like a day after I showed him the tomatoes. He cashed out me $100. And I said on that $100 because I needed some more
capital
for my tomatoes. So I set on the $100 for 2 days and I sent it back. When I sent it back, he sent me the looking eyes, like, fuck you send it back for. And this is what I had already formulated what you guys are telling me in my head. I just was like, you know what, bro? I think I'm gonna go at it alone. And he ain't called me back or said shit. And I didn't call him to have regular conversations, nothing to do with tomatoes. And I can't get a response now. And I know why I can't get a response, because you know that I know that you know that what I was looking for in the beginning, you didn't give me. And you know that the only reason you giving it to me now is because, shit, Blade, I'm like a month away. To be honest with you, I'm a month away from having everything completed.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would, again, you don't let it tap into your emotional side. You're doing business. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? What that person contributed to you can be very easily calculated. That was a number. So when you all done, guess what you owe him? A number and a thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you become Heinz, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers gonna be mad when your ketchup is all over the world.
yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers gonna be mad when they know you in Europe. You know what I'm saying? But that's their business because you the kind of brother that would have flew them out there with you. You the kind of guy that offered them, a chance to give you a ride down to the soil shop.
And if you only knew,
That's when you come into the negotiation table, bro. It's always best to negotiate from a higher position. You coming in begging, you asking. You know what I mean? That's a little bit different, bro. But when you are already there and now you got people trying to holler at you about shit, you can be a lot more selective about who you take money from, et cetera, et cetera. But $300 in a month, bro, to have 100% of everything and not owe no nigga nothing, that's almost priceless. As opposed to,
man,
if it wasn't for me, you know how niggas be. If it wasn't for me, man, you wouldn't even have your shit like that, man. And you don't know who that nigga is until they get upset with you and they feel like you should have gave them some tomatoes today because they didn't have no tomatoes to make sauce with today, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? You want to be with somebody that don't even eat tomatoes. They damn near allergic, but they got the money. You feel me? But them other cats who eat tomatoes every day feel like you need to. Can I borrow a couple of tomatoes this week till I get to my check type shit?
Now
type of niggas out, bro, because that's gonna be a issue. I promise you. But I mean, I hope that ain't an issue ever. But you know what I mean? Don't come out niggas with them thirsty ass eyes like, well, I sure would $, because them niggas is gonna capitalize on that bullshit, and you'll do a lot better if you just wait that month to your next check and invest in yourself, because you ain't gonna lose it. You know you gonna win. Fuck.
The funny thing that you say that what really got me in my feelings about it. So now I'm talking to my little brother, and this is not like my blood little brother, but this is like my little brother. Like, he been with me through so many stages, and I didn't anytime I didn't touch any money, I always broke them off. And I heard Kevin Gates say this, and I think this what applies to my little brother, and I think it applies to me too. When you feed somebody without making them work for it, it ain't their fault when they get mad because you won't feed them no more. It's your fault because you fed them the whole time instead of had them work for it.
Straight up and down.
So when I show him the tomatoes, he already paying X amount for the tomatoes that he's already getting. So now you were with me. He was with me when I first did it, and he was shocked that it turned out the way it turned out the first time. So when I told him, he was geeked. When I showed him, he was even more geeked. He started doing math in his head because I know him too well. So one day we sitting down. We on the phone. I'm geeked. I'm showing pictures, and we FaceTime, and I'm doing the whole thing. And when he asked me how much I wanted for what I wanted, I told him, and the nigga lost his mind on the phone to the point I think he had to catch who he was talking to and calm down, but he flipped out on me over the phone, and it's already, it's just, I don't know, it's just like my feelings so hurt with the people that I love right now. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, you saying it when that's why it's always good to voice it and get it off. Anytime you got to use the word feelings, you already know what the feelings do. Put them feelings in your pocket, man. We talking about the tomato business. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. And the real bosses, the real people get on, man. This is one of the biggest lessons that I learned in life and doing business. Anytime I talk to somebody that I respect or one of these young brothers, I tell them, man, this is one of the hardest things that I learned in my business and the careers path that I've chosen is the ability to say, I love you, but fuck you. You know what I'm saying? because I'm not gonna let my love for nobody interfere with where I'm trying to go.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I love the woman, you know, and I really seen all kind of things for this woman. I had all kind of plans in my mind. I seen this, I seen that. All you got to do is stick with me, sweetie. I know life has been beating you up. I know your circumstances are less than favorable. I know your upbringing is not the best it could be, but I like your goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? You're orange at the bottom of the basket, but you're my orange at the bottom of the basket, and I'm going to take good care of that. But it don't matter what I think. If somebody else don't appreciate or respect who you are, if they don't know the difference between shit and sugar, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. And if you don't have the balls to tell them, fuck you, then you might as well sit next to them because it ain't going to happen for you.
You know what? It's shit. You probably ain't even probably. You probably 100% correct.
I'm telling you, man. You know, but when it comes to the business, it's easy, though. Do the business. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas that I've done business with that I was like, man, I wish it was Jamerson had this dope, man, to put up with me and fuck with me, man. I got to fuck with this goofy nigga. But you know what? My bottom line is not a person. Yeah. My bottom line is not to work with the people I want to work with. Mm-hmm. My bottom line is my bottom line. Is to get where I'm trying to go. However I get there, it don't even matter. Because once you get there, you know what I'm saying? Then you can make changes. Then you can make adjustments. Then you can help or do whatever you want to do. But if you never make it, this would be a story for all of y'all. And y'all all be sitting around eating and smoking that story as opposed to eating real food. You know what I'm saying? Watching real trees blow. It ain't going to happen if you don't never make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to stay focused on your mission, bro. You got to stay on the bottom line. You know, anybody got a problem with that? They're not who you thought they were. Period.
You know what? I have been. The funny thing that you say that everything that I'm giving, everything that I'm saying happened like a month ago, maybe even a month and a half ago. Like I haven't, outside of my guy that I call Dudley Do Right, which you know what I'm saying. That's somebody that I really love, and I mean, he just a Dudley Do Right. That it ain't his fault that he like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. He just a Dudley Do Right. But
some of your friends, you got to apply credit for them. You know what I'm saying? I almost lost a good buddy, man, a couple of years ago because he did some bullshit. You know? Now, if I told y'all the story, y'all would say, yeah, that's some bullshit. Now, I know it's some bullshit, but the difference is, this is what you got to ask yourself whenever you're ready to cut somebody off or cross somebody who real close to you, right? All you got to do is ask yourself this. Did this person wake up this morning saying, how can I ruin Blaze's day? How can I fuck off Blaze's hustle? If you ask yourself that question and the answer is no, then you're all right. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much from this dude. I'm a car guy, so I play with the car game. I got a restoration company. I build and restore. And this dude taught me about 80% of what I know. 80% of what I know. And I'm very grateful and appreciative of that. So when he pulled that little stunt, I should have said to myself, you know what? I can charge that to his credit card because his credit, he got a hell of a limit with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got a hell of a limit with me. But, you know, I was sticking to the script, man. I'm like, hey, man, if a nigga lied to you, you got to cut him off. If a nigga ain't straight, you got to cut him off. But every situation is different. You got to put it in a case-by-case basis. You know what I'm saying? His lie was a little white lie. But, you know, I stand on the man plan. And the man plan said we ain't lying at all. We keep it 1,000 with each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, life and bullshit. Got to be able to separate the two.
Now, this man and woman thing is a little bit, you know, it's you know, we want to hold them to the man plan sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but do you treat that the same? Like, if she contributed X amount, you know what I mean, and she did this and this, but she did something to make you feel like, okay, well, underneath normal circumstances, she got to go, because this relationship thing is a business relationship too, whether we want to admit that or not. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's not just business, but we got to know when to put our feelings up and when to apply credit to. You know what I mean? Like, look, I mean, I don't know, man. I think that most times, you know, we want to just, because I'm quick to cut a person off, female, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Go it along. I think y'all already kind of heard that from me. But it is times where it's like, damn, I could have just trained them up a little better, had a little mercy in this respect, and pushed past this, you know what I mean, and get on to what I'm trying to get on, because at the end of the day, my bottom line is this. And you know, but I'm so hard on myself, bro. I'm like, I gotta put my feelings up on this. They did something dumb with something small. Why would I trust them with something big? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But the the principles still apply. If you're doing business, you're doing business, man. You know what I'm saying? And the difference when it comes to man and woman is, with a woman, you know, we're dealing with duality. We're doing business with the woman, and we have personal with her. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta again, the answer is still always the same. Is your bottom line. You know, is your bottom line that this woman respects you from the top to the bottom, or is your bottom line that this woman can carry out some instructions, that she can contribute in a way that's meaningful to you? Whatever it is, whatever your bottom line is, that's how you move on. That's it. The name of the game is to cross the finish line, period. Unless it's not. And if the name of the game is something else for you, then you move according to that. You know what I mean? You know,
well,
you gotta stick to
it's
the
like,
script.
if you want to go far, you go, fast, you go alone. You want to go far, you go with somebody else. And, you know, sometimes we as men, we put in years with people. Women most likely. And, you know, if they do something, now we ain't talking about cheating or nothing like that, but it's just like, okay, well, you know, like how you were saying, like a white lie or something. You know what I mean? Like you seen something that you didn't really like, woo. Do you just throw out the bathwater with the baby? I'm saying most likely no, but you definitely getting demoted. You know, you might not necessarily have to go to the back of the line the first time, but after a couple of times, you know, you might get. I got a 3-strike rule in place. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so if you know what I mean, you can do some dumb shit maybe once or twice. But on the third one, it's like, okay, well, I got all the warnings I need on that, man. So, you know.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm terrible when it comes to picking women. I don't even want to comment.
Yeah. I treat them, man. I'm gonna treat them like I meet them and never give them freedom, man. Listen, you know, I'm gonna stay on my bottom line. Period. I'm on one. You know what I'm saying? If she with me, she with me. And when you're talking about real women, we don't even gotta have these quorums or nothing with a real woman. A real woman ain't even going to engage in all this masculine shit. A real woman going to say, I don't know. Blaze, I don't know what y'all talking about. What you need from me though, baby? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand all that. But are you hungry?
All right, but okay, so how often do you meet a real woman? Because I know it's hard for me to meet a real man, and we be on some man shit, because with all these suck ass niggas out here being raised by women for the most part, they be males, but they don't be men. With these women, though, you know what I mean? You see some of us grade women based on how they look and how they make you feel in your drawers. So, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those, but it's definitely not easy for me to, you know, find a real woman. But I only deal with the real, but it's like almost way less than the men when I find one. You feel me? So,
yeah.
I mean, I know you was talking about earlier, like, you know, these women, they kind of play they play the role. They not good friends to each other. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen some solid ones, and they when they make up in their mind that they gonna do something, whether it's cheat on their man or whatever, it's something they gonna toe the line for their partner. You know what I'm saying? Whereas men could learn a couple things from that at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just with these people, man. I grade all people pretty much the same. I don't give a fuck if you got titties and ass or, you know what I mean, whatever. I just kind of, if you a bullshitting ass nigga, you on the back burner. You don't get, you not even make it.
Man, you gotta expect people to be what they was trained to be. You know what I'm saying? So if you meet a woman and her mother wasn't a wife, you know what I'm saying? She didn't come from a 2-parent household. She never been trained on how to be a wife. How can you expect her to carry out wifely duties? You know what I'm saying? You know, and same thing with the fellas. If you meet niggas who not surrounded by other real niggas, who not surrounded, who not in the code, who not sticking to the script, you know what I'm saying? then what could you expect that nigga to do or be? Oh, hold on right quick. Let's take a quick commercial break, man. We'll be right back with the script, folks. We'll be right back at it.
That was for a lap dance.
Yeah.
But only $1 per cigarette.
That's another show. This is the script.
Oh, this is a script.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the script. That's another show there. You know?
But script.
Hi guys, we just finished watching Blaze's new show, The Script. He's the most sexy, hilarious, funny, and handsome guy. So please support him and watch the show. And don't forget, shout out to myself.
Nothing about that. I'm from LA. I ain't been up in there. I ain't been up in there. But I'm the epitome of fly, man.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. Hey, what's going on? My name is Blaze. Shout out to myself. Hey, what's going on? My name is...
We're going to cut that short and get right into the sucker that's in the chat. Sucker. Truth. I'm sorry. Truth.
Ooh.
Come on in, bro. You want to talk about it, man? We'd love to hear from you, man. Come on in and tell us about it. Tell us about that broad you laying up with. Paying your bills. Tell me about that woman, man, who asked you over there kissing.
Ooh.
My boy got all the negativity.
Mm.
Come on in here, man. Give me your story, man, so I can give you the script. I know a lollipop when I see one, man.
Ooh.
I know a lollipop, man. Dive on in here, man, and let's get to it.
Turn the grill.
Don't hide behind that keyboard, man. Get on out here. We out here. All the way.
Yeah, man. The fire all the way up, too, on this ass.
All the way up, man. You understand me? We all the way up over here. So come on in, man. We can get to it.
Oh, yeah, you might as well stay gone, bro. You finna fuck around to get grilled.
Yeah, he already know. That's why he's standing in the background anyway. You know what I'm saying? You already know my script, man. Suckers will be suckers. Busters will be busters. Bitches will be bitches. And bosses will be bosses. You understand?
And that's some tabby knack here, boy.
Yeah, you already know. You know? But, yeah, man, well, we lost down the burn one. Yeah, that's a cold script, man. Oh, baby mama called him. Yeah, it's all gravy. Yeah, them baby mamas, man, we get to watch them, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
We
man.
got, hold on, wait a minute. I think I know. I mislabeled him, man. I mislabeled him. I called him a sucker. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Wholeheartedly, man. We got a weenie in a building, man. We got the weenie of the week, man. Let's go on and give him the song.
You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie.
Yeah, we're gonna run it back for the weenie.
You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie. I can't fuck with you. You's a weenie. I can't hang with you. He's a weenie.
Mark.
I can't fuck with you. I can't hang with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about these weenies, man. You ballpark Franks. You know what I'm talking about?
It will not mix in.
Nah, not at all. Polymath. That was definitely the truth.
I got
a description of following, man. But you have been dedicated. You've been labeled the weenie of the week. Go ahead, down the burn.
I got a question. How do you guys feel about doubling back to a previous relationship?
Doubling back to a previous relationship. You know, you know, for me, especially, and I'm talking about these new women, man. The climate is all different, man. These women are on some other shit. So they are really setting the tone. And as far as I'm concerned, man, they are walking, talking urinals. Strictly to handle my business, man. And ain't none of my partners ever said, hey, Blaze, remember when we was out of town at that restaurant? Yeah, the bathroom was real cool and nice, and let's go back there and use that bathroom again. No, man. You know, if I happen to be in that town, if I happen to be eating in that restaurant, and I happen to use the bathroom while I'm in that town and eating at that restaurant, then, hey, man, I'm up in there. Other than that, man, I pee where I'm at.
But the reason I asked, like, my first baby mama, she was hell on wheels, and she really didn't know how to take her foot off a nigga neck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we haven't been together in about like maybe because my new baby getting ready to be 2. I got a lot of kids, so just give me a second. He getting ready to be 3. He getting ready to be 3. So we probably ain't been together in like 4.5 years. But her level, like we still rock to the point. She called me now. She can get anything from me. I call her. I can get anything from her. The kids love it when we back together. The family love it when we back together. The chemistry great. It's just I can't forget some of how she used to be. And I think she a different person. And with everything that I got going on now, I know I'm a different person. I'm more focused on my finance and I'm more together as a man. I think it might be a good union if we do it again, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to.
Hey, stop you right there, bro, because I know where you're going with this. And I mean, you know, it's good to, you know, keep the relationship cool, but underneath relationship expectations, bro. I mean, you in a spot where now you got a little more going for yourself, and that's going to garnish some more respect from the woman. You know what I mean? You was probably living with her, et cetera, et cetera. But if you was to ever get back into some of those same circumstances, you're going to get some of the same things. Now, this woman is still a person altogether, but underneath certain circumstances, they're going to do the same shit. And you just got to ask yourself, you know, because if shit's good right now, if it ever go bad again in any of the ways that well, you know, the real her gonna come out again, bro. So I would just take what it is right now for what it is. You know what I mean? Love her from afar, but you know, you got a lot of shit coming, bro. So, you know, keep your vision in mind, and you know, it's convenient, but you know, like if you ever done anything real, man, the bullshit gonna come right before the real shit come in. You know what I mean? The fakers and shakers is gonna come around right before it get darkest before the dawn, bro. So just hold on to what you got. You know, it's gonna be a little bit harder because you ain't seen whoever is supposed to be in your life yet, most likely. But she most likely around the corner, bro. You just keep putting your foot on the gas and doing what you do.
Oh, I'm horrible when it comes. Like my first baby mama was about like the best woman I ever picked in my life. When I say I'm horrible at this shit, bro, like they all look good and they be thick and shit, but man, I'm horrible at this shit, bro.
Like take them on somewhere other than to eat. Take them to, like, I don't know, the escape room or some shit. See how they are when they got to solve a problem, when their attitude is on 10. See how, you know what I mean? Because it's all good when they like you, bro. It's when they upset with you, that's when you find out what you're dealing with. You hear me? And, you know, fuck with who fucking with you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm an expert at picking people, but, you know, I mean, pretty sure Blaze got some real shit to say, but I would just say, stay far away from it. You know, because, you know, absence, you know, makes people fonder of each other, but that does not mean you supposed to, man, now I made exceptions for real, to be honest with you, but for the most part, bro, my spaceship don't got no rear view mirror, bro. If you get blue pass, you know what I mean, I'm gonna keep going on your ass. Like,
yeah, straight up and down, man. For me, it's always about the bottom line. You know, it's always about my bottom line. And whatever decision I'm making, it has to support my bottom line. Now, when we're talking about women, and then we're talking about, you know, a woman you got kids with, when a woman has kids with a man, there's no other man who have more motivation than that guy that gave her babies to love her. So if she already know that there's no other man in the world who's going to have more motivation than you to love her, and she still left you, there's something wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's not a man. You could have kids and you could go, you get rich tomorrow. Let Heinz pick up your tomatoes and add it to their program. You could have whatever you want. A 19-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 30-year-old established woman. You could have whatever you want. But if you find a woman who gets successful tomorrow and she with a young, handsome, fly nigga, she paying for it. She buying a lifetime subscription of Jordans and Xbox games. You know what I'm saying? So if she don't know that you're the best thing going, if she don't know that, then I don't know what I can do to get her on board.
See, that's the thing about it though, Blaze. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what got me into this car jump, I'm originally from Mississippi. I'm originally from Chicago, technically, too. I left Chicago when I was like 13, moved to Mississippi, and came of age there, then moved back. When we moved back, I met her in Mississippi. She's actually from Chicago. When we moved back, I was a fish out of water because I didn't know nobody. I didn't have nothing. And being a weak man, I let her set up the situation where it was years, bro. I didn't work. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? She had everything. So when that happened, I don't know. It's like she just got so overbearing with the shit. I'm like, man, this ain't like when we first got up here. I know how to move around now. I'm working, and you still on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So once I got my shit together, I got me like 8 bands. And shit, I'm sitting there with the money, man. We steady going through shit. The money that I fixed shit, but I think that maybe that just was the person she was then. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been with her in 4 years. And the dealings I have with her now are great, but I chose to leave. I got my shit together. Like I told you, when I popped up at my man's house with the car and the pit bull, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple dollars in my pocket. I was in a whole different mind state when I left because I chose to leave. You didn't put me out this time. You didn't kick me out. You didn't, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I chose to leave. But it was the reason that I chose to leave that made me leave, if that make any sense.
Oh, yeah. You know, my nephew asked me the same exact question. He was thinking about this girl. He's like, man, you know, I'm all right now. I got my job. I got my money. And she was down with me when I was sleeping in the car, Unc. You know what? She used to come sleep in the car with me. She was that down, Unc. And I just really think that I said, man, listen. This is a woman, okay? A woman slept in the car with you. This woman is a bum lover. Because you was a bum, my nigga. Straight up and down. You was a bum. So you found a bum lover. If you are still a bum, then you probably got action because she loved bums. But if you grew out of being a bum, there's no way that those are two different women. The kind of woman that will compliment you now is not the kind of woman who would deal with any nigga that's sleeping in his car or any nigga that's low or any nigga that she got to take care of. Now, taking care of and support are two different things. If she says, you know what? I know this agricultural shit is tough. It's hard for you to go work a 9 to 5 and come back and put the time in this soil and the tomatoes like you do. So I'll do the 9 to 5. You do the soil grazing and you do that and we'll come together. Because this job will never give me enough to sustain us, but your tomato hustle got the probability and the possibility of putting us over the top. So fuck it, I got your back.
Now here's the thing: the woman I'm with now ain't trying to hear none of that shit, isn't it? And I do have a job. Don't get me wrong. She ain't trying to hear none of that shit. You go 9 to 5 this motherfucker, and if that shit pop, it pop. And she wasn't around for the first time. I did this with my first baby mama.
Right.
of what I was going through. When I say down for the soil, the first one is down for the soil, Jack.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like if we got to shoot this bitch up and we in the whip, she gonna grab either the gun or the steering wheel. However you want to do it, she gonna do it.
She a bum lover, a fool follower, because only a fool gonna go shoot up anything.
No. I'm saying, I get that. That, but I'm just giving you the commitment that she always had. However it's gonna go, she gonna be one of them ones. Like when it comes to this agriculture shit, I'm talking about these tomatoes. The first thing she would have did was made sure everything was right. Like from everything I needed, we both would have went up and grabbed. The one I'm with now, shit. After you pay the bills, if something left, ain't no invest, ain't none of that shit.
So let me ask you this: if she was that good of a woman, how did y'all split? Why did y'all split?
Because also being that good of a woman, it was like, you know what I'm saying? One of the guys was drawing this comparison one time to one of the gang leaders up here. He was like, that nigga could be one of the niggas that could come and kiss the side of your face, and then he could turn around and be the type nigga to stab the knife in your back. And with that being said, she was good when she was good, and when it was bad, it was bad. So it was one of those things.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where, like, if she had to learn to dial back, which I think she has, it would have worked. But the fact that she couldn't dial back, it wasn't gonna work. And then sometimes, like me and my kids have real conversations. And even my daughter, who was 13, like all my older kids are actually older kids, like 20, 19, 18, 15, and 13. The 2-year-old, it happened to be the youngest, which I mean, of course. But even when I talked to my daughter one time, my daughter was like, she damn near said it, but she didn't want to. She was like, shit, she the same person.
Yeah, straight up and down. You know, that sound like a coin toss to me. You know what I'm saying? Heads or tails. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Being the grown man that you are now, would you walk into a casino and flip a coin or throw some dice if they told you, well, if it land this way, we got you. We're going to double you up. But if it lands the other way, we stripping you of everything and we turning you back into a pumpkin, man. It's 12 o'clock around this motherfucker. They're going to break you all the way down. Is that a gamble you would take?
Now, here's the thing about that. Watch this. Watch how I said, now you're going to really know I'm bad at picking them. I ain't even a gambling nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't even no gambling nigga. So I ain't even going. I'm type nigga ain't never even been to a casino to gamble. I worked at a casino. I ain't never been in to gamble. I don't shoot dice. I don't play none of that shit.
Oh, you a gambler. You just don't know it. See, we playing this game. We playing this game of life. And when we playing the game of life, it is very uncertain. You know what I'm saying? When it's uncertain,
look,
sometimes we gotta play the cards.
Fucking with these tomatoes is it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
Hey, Blaze, man, gotta get up out of here. I mean, I'm for being a part of the show, man. Y'all, hey, bro, hey, stay away from them them conditional lovers, bro. Or you know, maybe go to somewhere else to pick your girls, bro. You gotta stay out of Walmart. You can't get them in there, bro. You gotta go somewhere else, bro. I promise you, I'm coming, though. If you just hold on. But yeah, that's I got to get up out of here, bro. Hey, but Blaze, bro, I always appreciate being a part of the show, man.
You already know, man. Jameson Ballard, R&R, y'all fuck with him, man. I appreciate you, man. We'll tap in with you.
Bro, it was nice talking to you, bro. It was very nice talking to you, brother.
Check out the show, man. My Instagram is Jamerson Ballard, man. I go live every Monday at 6 p.m. Central, man. Y'all come fuck with me, man. Hey, Blaze, y'all be good, man. God bless y'all.
You already know, man. Peace.
That shit Barry typed up there in the comment was some real shit. But see, that's the thing about the resentment. When you say the resentment is burned in both our heads. But I'm one of them type people, I can move on from anything, bro. Like, I done been through so much and lost so much in my life, bro. I can move on from any motherfucking thing outside of myself dying. You know what I'm saying? Or my kids or my mama or some shit. But other than that, I can move on from pretty much anything. So I ain't even... It's just, I just feel like I don't know what to do right now because when I say I almost got this shit, even with my job, I got my job sold up. And I usually choose the street over a job all the time, but I'm actually in this motherfucker. I'm talking about in there.
Yeah. Yeah. What I would say, man, those, it's the same thing, man. My script is stick to your bottom line. Whatever supports your bottom line, whether it's the street, the job, a particular woman, whatever goes along with your bottom line. So your work is to be done in the beginning, which is figuring out what you're chasing, what you're after. And then everything else, that'll teach you how to pick everybody else. This is what I call a mental GPS. You got to set your mental GPS. Once you know the destination, once you know where you headed, that'll tell you whether you need to jump on the freeway or can you take the streets. Whether you need to jump in a car or whether you need a motorcycle for this mission. You know what I'm saying? So set your mental GPS, figure out where it is you want to go, and then you already know what's the best route you should take to get there. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out the state. It ain't no question about it. You on the freeway, period. If you slide somewhere within your city already, now you got options. You know what I mean? Do I want to jump in the car? Do I want to call an Uber? Do I want to ride my bike, get some exercise, and get the work done? But always stay focused on your bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's what we get thrown off at as men sometimes, man. We let other things interfere with our bottom lines. We got to stay focused on that. You know what I'm saying? Got to stay focused on that.
The biggest thing that's been telling me is the situation I'm in now, man. She not gonna respect how I feel now, because how I feel is like I should just be by myself, like take time just myself and my kids and these tomatoes, and then let everything else fall in line. But to do that, I know I got to hurt a person to do that. Like, I honestly, man, just want to be by myself, focus on this shit, because I done had everything but the money I want. I done always had the money in bits and pieces. A couple thousand here, a couple hundred here, a couple thousand here. Everything going right, then shit fall apart. I'm tired of the falling apart. I just want the money. Like, the only thing I've been thinking about is just the money. Nothing other than the money. Not even the woman I'm with now. And that shit, I know that shit got to sound horrible, but not even the woman I'm with now. I ain't thinking about none of that shit. I'm just thinking about the money.
Yeah, you got to. And it don't sound horrible. People put you in those positions and places. You know what I'm saying? If she was about you the way she should be about you, you wouldn't even be worried about that, because you'd already know what you got. So I think you got your head, in the place where you need it to be, is focusing on the money, man. And anybody who won't be with that, they shouldn't be with you. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you know what, Blaze? From a business, like, see, one thing I do respect about you, you a cold, calculated person, bro. That's calculated. But the effects from this shit put my son at risk, because I know she not gonna take the shit right and she gonna use him against me. Like, another reason I give my first baby mama the props that I give her is because she, even though the way I left, we had a conversation one time. She apologized for a lot of shit, and she took ownership, which is something that, women have a hard time to do. And it made me sit in that car when me and her was talking, and she took ownership. Like, we were together 15 years, and you rarely took ownership. You took ownership with a butt behind your ownership. This time you took ownership and actually apologized. And if anybody was to know her, for her to apologize, you done did something.
Yeah. Straight up.
So that's the only thing. Like, I got it to leave now, Blaze. Yeah. You did what I'm saying? Like, if I really wanted to pack up my shit, I learned the last time, but I was leaving 5 kids though. I left everything. This time it's the PlayStation 5, a whole bunch of clothes that I don't even motherfucking wear, because I've been dedicated to going to work. Like, I can style with anybody.
Right.
I can style with one of these rappers if I wanted to. I got a wardrobe, but I don't wear shit because I've been.
and it ain't conducive, to where you're trying to go. I get it. That's what we got to stay focused on. We got to stay focused on the man plan. You know what I'm saying? I say this, brother. I say do what you're doing, get to where you want to go, where you're trying to go, and then you can sit back and solve any other problems you got, figure out anything else you want to figure out once you do you. That'll make it that much easier, and you'll have that much more clarity as far as anybody goes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. So I think it's important, man. Anybody who weaponized the children, anybody who weaponized their position, man, they're not cool.
Shit, while you speaking of the weapon pulling in this motherfucker now. I got to get off and deal with the weapon.
Go on and handle it, man. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Stick with me, man. We're gonna stay on it, man. You know what I'm talking about?
The next time I catch you, I definitely tune in. As always, Blaze, we didn't have conversations before. I always take a little something from our conversations. Thank the audience, and thank my man that was on here too.
Yeah, for sure, man. Stay with it, man. Peace out to you, brother. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's been a script, man. As men, man, it's easy to lose focus of our bottom line, man. We get caught up in this emotion out here. We don't want to be dealing with emotion. It's okay to have emotion as men. We're human beings. But don't let none of these emotions dictate any of our decisions. You know what I'm saying? We got to think off logic. We got to make action off logic, not emotion. You can love whoever you want to love. I done loved a few idiots. I love an idiot right now. It happens. But I don't make no decisions based off that emotion. Love is an emotion. I'm not making no decisions off of that. I don't give a shit what she think. I don't give a shit what I think. I don't give a shit what he thinks. I'm on a mission, and I got to get there. And anybody who not supporting my mission, I'm sorry to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stick to the script. We gotta stay on top of it, man. Figure it out, man. I'm on the mission so cold that I'm running up these flights of stairs. If it's your jacket that I happen to step on the way up them stairs, I'm not going to stop and explain nothing to you. I'm not going to stop and spend 10 minutes apologizing. I'm not going to do none of that. Too busy trying to get to where I'm going. Now, when I get to the top, then I can turn around and say, oh, that was your jacket I stepped on? Hey, bro, I apologize. I didn't wake up with your jacket in mind. I was flying up those stairs trying to get to the top. I don't know what I stepped on. I didn't care what I stepped on. I was just trying to get here. But listen, now that I'm here, what size you wear? Give me your address, man. I'll send you 2 of them. Brand spanking new. Tamari. I'll send it to you tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, it's been an hour and a half, man. It's been a lot longer than I planned on, but it was always, as always, it was a great show. You guys are a great audience. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hey, it's the script.
White rag, a black rag, crisscross, Daddy Mac, 68 Cadillac, Mac Daddy candy wrap, big block plus seats. Call up Savory Dave and get you a plate of that perfection, baby. Serving up the best food in the game. From Sac Town to the Bay. Only bringing you the finest from where the grill meets gourmet. If you're looking for the barbecue that beats them all, between you and me, I know a fella you can call. Call Savory Dave today at 916-308-1614. That's 916-308-1614. Or message Savory Dave today on Facebook and Instagram. You call Dave and get something to eat. You call Dave and get something to eat.
We got a statement from my partner, Big Meats.
We love to spend our money. You can't take none of this shit with us. No, ain't no armored truck pulling up at no funeral.
Yeah.
Shining like money. Shining like money.
You son, you better get it, man.
Shining like money. Shining like money.
If you ain't got it, you better follow me, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Look.
Shining like money.
Want some money? Let's get it.
Shining like money. Shining like money. Shining like money.
I'm hungry. I just wash my hands, they clean. Just finished the plate. And I want some more, know what I mean? Money, machines, rubber bands, triple B's, man. With stack stash, still counting money in my hand. If people plan, I make money. I'm spending made money, man. I spend $1,000 a week partner fucking with the weed, man. I keep thousands. I'm trying to win before I sin for it. I'll sin on a funky cock bitch to come through with it. That chicken scratch to kid me. You must be just bullshit. I'm adapting on the whole. Your cocksucker say I'm pimping. Can we trade the game with it? Transactions I ain't missing. Hey, motherfucker, listen. This the business. Just pay attention. Bear witness. Me and my homies, we like the ball. We run up in the spot and throw dollars and watch them fall. It's hot daddy ball, daddy, yo, I got my foot on it. The 26 is ride bumpy when a nigga doing 100. And no son, nigga, we shine like money, ain't we? Draped and dripped out with a pocket full of hundreds. The Maserati parked outside, I ain't lying. That's some shit that the white folks only buy. We shining like money, niggas.
Shining like money. Shining like money.